Oh.
We'll wait till everyone's here to get the actual picture. Okay, good. Because every time I take one, it's like somebody's looking really like silly. We're
All right, we're ready.
ready. We're ready. Did I hit recording? I did.
Yes.
Okay, so welcome, Happy Health Habits Happy Hour 6:25. We're at the end of July. Summer is upon us now, and July 4th weekend is upon us. We had I just sent out an email that had a mocktail recipes and 4th of July recipe book on it. So make sure to search your email, or just let me know and I'll send it to you. I could or someone can pop it in the chat. So that's just a quickie little announcement. Where in the world is Margot been? Where's Margot? Where's Margot? Right. So she said just a little update. Diabetic leg for a long time, some undiagnosed pain, and they're trying to do tests. And now she's got PT during these times for some things. So it's going to be July 9th before she makes it back. She's got to arrange all her appointments and yada yada. So I put her number and her email in the chat if you'd like to give her a nice text, because she's just, trying to juggle appointments and get well. So she's love, and she's keeping up on videos, and she knows what's going on. So sending her love. And then so you can send her love back if you would like. So so I have a question. So okay, so I have a favor of asking you, and this is a big one, but this is my tribe, and we go live with the tribe every week, and we love ourselves enough to live a healthy lifestyle, right? And we oftentimes we're preaching to the choir in here. And I remember last year we did during the 28-day challenge. We did at the end of the challenge, we actually went live with our little faces for like 5 minutes and said what we got out of the challenge on Facebook, so that we could just, show people what it's like behind the screen. I'm always inviting people to come, and I'm always inviting people, but they never know who we are and what we look like. So I was wondering if you guys were willing, like maybe once a month, to just go live and say, here's why I like the support calls. Here's why I like the win calls, just real briefly. Just show ourselves on live, because I think people don't understand what it is that we're doing. They don't understand what we're doing here. You know what I mean? And not that we need to do our whole life story and wins and learns, but just why we like to support each other. Something like that, just for a few minutes, so what we're getting out of the call on Monday, or what we get out of the support calls. If you ladies are willing to do that, maybe once a month, raise your hand if you're willing to just go live for 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah, okay. Sharon's like, she's done it a couple times now. She lived. No, did she die? No. Right.
No, she did. She made it.
And you wouldn't have to be on camera. You could block yourself up if you wanted. That would be fine too. But if you're willing, we can do that maybe. What would you guys think, like next week? So you can be prepared for, I'm gonna share something. Would that be like the first Wednesday of the month? Maybe we just say what we like. I think I can screw it up, but that they know we're real people. I think that would be super fun. So and it was great last time we did it. We did it on the cuff, completely off the, just real quick, and it was fun, and it turned out really well. So
yeah,
that was a whole year ago, I think it was. So okay, so we'll plan that for like the first Wednesday of the month, and that way nobody's caught off guard. And so the 28-day challenge, I want to the wrap up is not complete yet. The whole leaderboard with who scores are what, they're just still sifting, but they had the main winners who's on Sunday night at the party. Anybody? Sharon was, Betty was not. I know Amy was. I know we had like 5 of us. Tanya was, Roxy was. We had like, there may be 5 or 6 of us on there live. Everyone, high five to Sharon, because high 10, because Sharon was on the winner board, on the leaderboard for points.
Yay.
And And she turned 70. And at her celebration of life, tell them what you did, Sharon, with your family.
Well, well, you mean about the bars?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I told them I was bringing bars for my birthday. And so I took decadent
She
brownie
didn't
bars.
birthday cake. Don't bring me birthday cake.
Yeah, well, I
Almost.
spoke up early enough so they didn't bring the birthday cake. But I said, I'm bringing bars. I'm bringing brownies for the party. And so I made them all decadent brownie bars.
Nice.
They loved them.
Beautiful.
And I'm just like, I'm thinking to myself, there is about triple the less sugar than a piece of cake. And so we had a decadent brownie bar with a little bit of whipped topping, and grandkids and adults all enjoyed. So, and no comments about, well, what's this? They just
No
say,
one complained they liked them.
oh, nobody said. I did ask her, how are they? And they, okay, yeah, we're okay. So
That's
good response. Not
And
what do you
then
now? What do you
So
have to do,
individual brownies, the fuelings, you guys. She made fuelings and put whipped topping on them. Did you have a picture of them? Did you take photo?
No, I didn't do that. I could replicate that though.
I think that's the absolute bomb. High 10,
Yes.
high 20.
Yes.
Don't you just think that is so awesome? And they ate them and they liked it and I love it.
Now, did you make them individually or did you make them in a pan?
I
that you
made
could-
them individually.
Okay. Okay.
And
Good.
let them know
just-
in advance, no cake.
I still had a whole bunch of those little
Oh, yeah, those old
containers.
packets they had,
Containers?
the baker, yeah.
Yeah, so I just put them in the microwave and took them out of there and
Oh, you're so sharp. You're so
put one in a
smart.
little bowl for everybody and let them put their whipped topping on top. And so I just felt good about that, that I participated, because generally when they buy the cake, I don't participate in the cake because it's cake and
Yeah,
it's got a lot of sugar in it for me.
yes,
So
it is. Yeah.
I am.
Yay. I'm so
That's awesome.
Yep. That's a huge win. Huge win. Not even like, I don't know, who knows, 1/10 the sugar, but anyway, huge win. Thank you, Sharon.
I have, spending $25 on a cake. I'm just like, no, don't do that,
Yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree.
which I've done in the past. So
Absolutely. No, everyone smile because now we have everybody. Let's go ahead and smile. Don't be looking down and picking your nose. Amy, get in there. Bring joy, bring joy. Okay, here we go. What do you
There.
think? There we go. Joy. I love that. All right, name her Joy. So back to Sharon, because I don't know how long you can stay. You were on at 10. So I want to just go back to you because you had great notes this morning on on the Monday call. And then what were your main takeaways from Monday and or learns?
well, I liked the comment or quote or whatever you call it. Health, consider it like laundry. Do it every day versus Disneyland, which is a big.
That was
That is good.
Loved that.
Eat on purpose at the right time. Eat on purpose, eat on a schedule. If you cannot temporarily eat a certain way, you cannot temporarily eat a certain way and expect long-term change.
Yes.
Have an eating curfew.
That was good too.
Yes, I do that.
Let's see. And he talked with one lady about feeling hungry. And she said, what do I do if I'm hungry? And he basically said, what did he say? He said,
Just be hungry.
I'm just
Being
a little
hungry.
hungry. He
Yeah.
goes,
You're not gonna die, he said.
yeah,
You're not
Yeah.
gonna die.
you're not gonna die. You're not gonna die. It's not gonna kill you. Yep. So,
Have
and basically that's,
you-
pause,
yeah.
pause, stop, challenge, choose, and I think I don't know if he said, try water first, but you're not gonna die. You're gonna, when's the next time you're gonna eat? And
Mhm.
it made a comment in a couple hours, and that's when he said, you're not gonna die. You'll be okay. So those are some of the things
Yeah.
Have you guys ever felt that way? I'm afraid. Who's been afraid of hunger? Raise your hand.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I'd be guilty of that. Do you guys know that's food trauma? That's diet trauma. Being afraid of being hungry is diet trauma. Because isn't mostly it truly is. It's trauma in our brain. It's stuck there and it's not even real because we're probably thirsty, right, Sharon? And we talked about this.
Yeah.
What I do when I'm hungry, I go, did I miss a meal? Here's what happens now all the time. I just realized this. When I'm hungry, because I'm never hungry because I always eat on purpose. Eat on purpose, not on impulse. That's my takeaway. I have been eating on purpose since I started this program, testing it out to see if it worked. Before I even used the fuelings, I was doing it this way, and it worked. Eating on schedule on purpose, even if you're not hungry every 2 to 3 hours. I stuck with that and it worked. And it's the king, it's the bomb. And the key is even if you're not hungry and which doesn't seem to make sense, do it anyway, because then you will not be as hungry next time you eat, and then you'll have more control throughout the day, right? That's really the secret. It really is. And so eat on that was my main takeaway. Eat on purpose, on time, not on impulse. And it's hard for people to get that because don't most people, say, oh, I'm not hungry, I'm not eating, or I'm not hungry, I don't eat when I'm not hungry. Well, then when you're hungry, what are you doing? You're ravenous,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
So that makes that part for me has controlled the autopilot. So now when I find myself in the fridge, who raise your hand if you do this. You open the fridge and go, why am I here? Have you done it?
done that.
Yeah. What am I doing? And now I go, wait a minute. I already ate the and what am I missing? Oh, I'm behind on my water. I forgot to drink my water bottle. It's an hour past my water. I'll drink my water. Right? Every time. It's not that I'm hungry. It's that I'm either buffering and I'm stressed out for some reason, right? Angry, lonely, bored, tired. You're blasted, right? Bored, blasted, bored, lonely, angry, tired. What was the other one? Blasted,
Okay.
right?
There's an S in there.
Or you're thirsty.
Stress.
Thirsty.
Stressed, yes.
Stress.
Or
Stress.
lonely,
What's the A?
depressed or stressed, yeah. Or I'm like, oh, I didn't drink my water. Oh, I'm totally behind. And every time I'm not hungry after I drink my water. Isn't that crazy? So that is like, I love it. Eat on purpose, on time, period. That's it. That was my
Yes.
takeaway.
Well, and he
Um,
also said if you don't go every 3 hours, that messes with your blood sugar.
Blood sugar.
that's exactly it.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. So, Sharon, thank you for sharing. Any other notes there from you? Thank you for coming on again twice. I really appreciate you coming.
Yes.
Yep.
You-
Pat said she's only on for another 10 minutes, so. if
Okay,
Pat
we
has
can,
some-
you had great takeaways today. Who can be on only for 10 minutes?
Pat, Patricia, and you got
And
a bunch of hands here. You gotta look at who
All right,
says
so-
they're here.
All right, so Patricia, go ahead. Let's see, Kathy, we
Amy.
have to leave. Amy, go ahead and share.
I'm sorry, I wasn't really raising my hand to share. I was raising my hand because I only had 10 minutes. But if you want me to share quick, I'm super
Yeah.
excited. I spent hours this morning. I got up extra early I spent hours this morning making this, which you probably can't see, but
Very good. Very good.
You're
10,000 hours to
Nice to
mastery
say.
weekly habit tracker. And I made this for myself as a
Oh.
coach. There's a couple things that would be coach specific, but most of them would apply to anybody on the program.
from last time we talked. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Can you send that to us?
Sure, I can. I'll send
That's
the file to you.
That's
Thank you.
brilliant. That is
Yeah, I'm
brilliant.
excited.
Yes.
That is a huge win. Any takeaways for Monday? Any quick, what was your?
I don't think I listened to the new one yet because I was busy with my family. But I was
Okay.
on the coach thing right after this.
You'll get back to it. Thank you for sharing that wonderful document. That is so cool. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Patricia Cook, you got to go soon. Let's hear from you.
Well, everything that you can hear me?
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Everything that y'all said so far is the same things that I've taken away from Monday's Zoom. So I have nothing to add to that. The only win that I have is that I'm not having as much pain in my back and my hip any longer. So I have increased my walk and I've started putting weights on my ankles. So I'm just plugging along.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Increasing the weights and
No,
what was the other?
increasing the number, and I added weights to my ankles. Ankle weights.
Bravo. Bravo. Bravo, bravo, bravo. That's awesome. And you made a share in our text about something you did with the fuelings because
Yeah, yesterday I wanted a tuna fish sandwich. So I took I didn't want to use bread. I mean, I could have bread, but I didn't want to use bread. So I took the biscuit and I made it thinner and I made 2 servings out of the one and I cooked it in the dash. So it came out like a potato pancake, nice and thin. And then I just put my tuna fish that I made from, scratch on it, and I had my tuna fish sandwich. And it was so good. I was just
Good
so
for
happy.
you. How clever. Very
Yay.
good.
I want to go have my noon fueling again. Let's just do that. I want to go and do that. Ah!
It was good. I was happy
That
with that.
that was great. I wish you'd take a photo of it so we can and share it in Optimal Life. When you do stuff like that, be creative. Just put it in there. The other people are going to appreciate it. It's so cool. That's awesome. And then your chocolate waffle brownies that you shared, Yvonne, you shared those were great.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
when Sharon sees, she should have showed off. She should have showcased her fuelings and shared that idea. I think that's brilliant. Instead of cake, here you go. Here's your healthy swap. That's awesome, Patricia. Thank you so much for sharing. You're just rocking this. She has transitioned and she's rocking transition and learning to live in a healthy lifestyle and learning to love it. Right?
Yep.
What's your favorite thing about your healthy lifestyle now that you've transitioned and you're increasing weights and what's your favorite thing about living this lifestyle?
To be totally honest, it's not much different than it was before, but
Just
it's no. Anyway,
how much weight
I like the Ascend brownies.
Oh, the Ascend brownies. Those help you. How much weight did you lose? You
So
want to let
good.
them know you released how much weight?
35.
Good for
35.
you. Good.
Bravo. Released forever. Fantastic.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for
Because what was it? I added collagen in my plan, and I
Uh-huh.
noticed my weight started going up because, of course, there's calories in it. And I was like, okay, but there's protein, so it's balancing out. You'll get that thing, and I must be right at my what's it, TEE, whatever,
Yeah, you
because
totally.
now, yeah, right now I'm maintaining 120. So I'm like, okay, might go up to 120, 20.5 or 120.9 and go down to 119.5 or something like that. But as long as you're in that range, you're good. So
Good.
that's where
Good
I
for
am.
you.
That's awesome.
Good for you.
That
You
is,
look gorgeous. Doesn't she look good? She looks so
Mhm.
gorgeous.
she is, she's gorgeous. Yes,
Gorgeous.
and we don't worry about those little fluctuations because that's our little
Right.
window, right? And we're like, yeah,
Right.
it's our, we don't get scale trauma anymore,
No.
right? Yes, that's
No.
so good. Bravo, you do look gorgeous. She's glowing, you guys, glowing. And I would never have met her if Optavia didn't assign her to me. And she's been one of the very best A clients I've ever had and friend, I would safely say. And
Good.
Yvonne, would never know Yvonne if I didn't know Patricia, because Yvonne, of course, is referred, and she was the biggest skeptic of thinking, there's no way I can do this diet, this sleep and diet, you know.
And on that note, I can say I have some, well, from the Zoom, just you finished? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's okay.
Okay.
please share, please share.
From my take from the meeting, it was everything Sharon said. Sharon and I are like on a wavelength because we pick up on the same thing. But the one thing I did have to add is don't be an innocent bystander to your own demise.
Oh, what was
Uh-huh.
the phrase? The phrase, you are an innocent bystander to the demise of yourself. I wrote it down twice.
Oh,
Yep.
It's
So
true.
my goal is not to be an innocent bystander
Bystander.
to my own
kill
demise.
me.
That was the one thing that like really shot off in my head. And I went to a WIN meeting, and what I got from that is build what builds you.
Okay.
Oh, build what builds you. Focus. Oh, that's awesome.
And my non-scale victory, because you know I have an aversion to the scale, so I look at my non-scale victories and I have a few. I went to doctor's appointments. My blood sugar levels are down.
Good.
My blood pressure is down. And because my blood sugar is down, they decreased my meds from 4 tablets to 1.
Wow.
Wow.
Yay.
Yay.
To 1. So that was my non-scale and my take from the Zooms.
Good.
Awesome.
Great.
Bravo, 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 bravo. Anytime we get, how much medications you say you got off of? I got to take notes on your chart.
I'm on a few, but
Hi, Amy.
I have decreased my own meds.
Yeah.
You know, like they have me, Trisha laughs, I decreased my own meds because they've had me on these meds for like 15 years and no one is saying you don't need them anymore or whatever. So what I do is a trial run. So I just decrease it a little bit and see what happens. And so far, I go into that office, on their scale, I've lost weight. On their blood work, my glucose is coming down, my all my vitals that I'm watching for me are decreasing. They
Good.
don't know that I'm not taking all of the medicine they give me, but I feel so much better.
I know.
Awesome. 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 Proud, so proud of you. And you've been going to work into the mental gym. And can you give us feedback? Most importantly, how did the craving, now it's been a week post craving session or workshop, how is that going? Or what have you noticed since then?
I have a scheduled appointment one-on-one on Thursday, so I'm really excited about that. You know, it's like
Yep.
one-on-one.
Yeah.
With the cravings, I find that I don't crave any one particular kind of thing because it's not like a one thing. It's here.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
here. And I have to stop myself in my own tracks. It's a constant conversation that I have to have. And I say, oh, when it comes in my head, go get this. I said, do you really want that? Why are you wanting that? And so I'm having these conversations with myself. And
Yes.
if I can give myself a valid reason, then I'll go and have it. But if I can't come up with a valid reason other than I just want it, I don't.
That is fantastic.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
bravo. So it sounds like it's brought a new awareness to the whole session wasn't about necessarily getting over food, but you got a whole new outlook on this.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
That's
And
big.
I understand also me and the scale may continue to battle, but ultimately, ultimately I will come out the victor.
Of
Mhm.
course. Of course. You have us backing you. The scale has no one. We're backing you. You're going to win.
You know, didn't you hear Monday night? Craig was saying, "Okay, flesh self, take it, bring it." No, you're not getting that. Like he was talking to his flesh self, isn't that what he called it?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
No, flesh, you're not getting that. Da da da. He's like, I'm in charge over here. You know, I loved that.
Yep.
I love
The water does help because when you think you're hungry, you're not really hungry.
Yeah.
So when I drink a bottle of water, and you and I were talking about, because I had asked you what was stacking.
Yeah, habit
So
stacking.
habit stacking. So what I do is when I eat, before I have my fueling or my lean and green, I have a bottle of water.
Yay.
Yeah,
And
that helps.
that knocks my water out all together. I
Yep.
don't have to say, oh, I miss water. The only time I have to rethink it is when I'm out of the house, is the water. Because my body is saying you got to go to the bathroom. And if I'm not close to a bathroom, it's not pretty.
Oh my goodness, you're killing me. Is she killing you guys? Is she killing you or what? This is it. The awarenesses are just blowing the roof off me right now. My head is exploding. Your awarenesses and your insights are amazing, truly. And element 24, I know you're not there in the book yet, Yvonne, but it talks about creator and creation. And we are stepping out of ourselves, right? We're like saying self, no, do you really want that? Do you? You know, it's like the puppet show, right? That's the future self and the current self, right? And the Satan, the angel and the devil, and it's like the puppet show going on all the time in there. So it's really, really good that we're aware of the puppet show, right? Because I loved his comment when did anyone else catch at what moment did I leave the building? At what moment did I go missing? I think he said. Did you guys hear that?
No, I didn't hear that.
Standing in front of the refrigerator wondering, now I wonder at what moment did I lose my mind? Where did I go? Like, because what's in there? I don't know. Why am I in here? Right. What happened to me? Like, where did I go? I left the building. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Elvis has left the building. And it's just because your lizard brain took over your adult thinking brain. So it's that puppet show. Yeah, the more aware we are of the puppet show, the better. Even though we don't stop it or sometimes we don't get it in time, we know that it happened, and then we can, what can we do, Roxy? We can nail it. She texted me, nailed it.
Oh,
So awesome. Oh, that's so awesome. Yvonne, you're great. You are so great. I'm so
Thank
glad for the
You guys have helped me so much. Just listening to y'all makes me say you can do this.
Yeah. I can't wait to hear what you're going to get out of that private session. That's going to be crazy. Okay, so what about, let's see, who's next? Kathy, what you got for us, girl?
I have my private session this afternoon at 2:30, so I'm excited about that. I have not had any ice cream. I haven't wanted any ice cream. My husband has had it twice, and I watched him, and it didn't even bother me. It's just like, okay, you go ahead and eat it. So I think that's working. I did listen to Monday night, and pretty much everybody's kind of said what we got out of that. So I guess it's just a good win that I've been tempted, I would say that was tempting for, to watch my husband eat it, but it didn't even bother me.
good.
It didn't fix you. That is awesome.
That is.
What if you wanted to have it like an ice cream type thing? What would you do instead? What could you do?
Well, I do freeze the chocolate shake, so I have those cubes. So that is my kind of my ice cream now.
In the little poppy thing, the little
that just pop out.
yeah,
I mean, in summer you got to have your frozen treat.
Yeah. So and that satisfies me.
Yeah.
I love that. I think it's awesome. They were talking about on a wind call this week, there's a little ninja smoothie, and they were taking protein powder and something and fuelings or something, and making it's just, a gadget you have to buy, which you don't really have to because you can just freeze shakes, but it was nice. Yeah. So that was kind of good. But yeah, you can come up with healthy swaps all over the place, right? So are you shocked a little bit shocked that you're not craving the ice cream?
Oh, I am. Yeah, because as I said, I was very skeptical, and that's why it took me a while to say, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And now it's working.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember now. Is it or has it been 2 weeks?
2 weeks, maybe?
No, it was, well, we did it, wasn't it a week ago?
That's why I can't remember.
It was a week ago. And bravo, because you stepped out of your comfort zone. You were skeptical.
Monday. It was like a week ago Monday. So it's been almost 10 days. Yeah.
10 days. Yeah.
See, you were skeptical. You stepped out of your comfort zone. You're uncomfortable. I don't know what this is going, and you did it. And wow, that's huge.
So I'm really excited to see what we talk about today. So we'll see.
You're gonna come. Yeah. My private session is what has come up is it's not you know how I committed to working on my financial well-being this year, that comes up in my emotional eating session, and I'm like, go figure, right? Because that lack of security drives the bus, and the puppet show starts going on. Anyway, so who knows what's going to come up for you, Kathy? I'm excited. So thank you for being so brave and doing something out on a limb, and that's so cool. And you know what? 82-year-old Ruth Parrott couldn't come, but she got the recording. And don't you know, she's doing this thing asking me, what is this? I don't even know. And she's following along and she's learning about this. She's 82. And she goes, oh, I get acupuncture points. Oh, that's what this is. Because I explained it to her. It's like an acupuncture point. She's like, oh, that's so cool.
Oh, cool.
So it's never too late, right? It's never too late. I wanted to share that with you because she's been vicariously. She was on at 10 this morning, but so she's doing good too. Anyway, that was okay. So Betty, tell us about your wins of the week or learns.
Oh, I've got about 3 little wins. One of them is the last 2 Mondays in a row, and I think maybe it's 3 Mondays. When I get on Monday morning win call, Dr. Amy Michelle is there and Amy is there. And so it's so nice. And sometimes I see someone else there but it's so
Yeah.
nice. And they say, oh, 300 people on. And you think, and I know 3 of them. 3 of them are my friends. We're here together in this little corner of the world here. We're together. And so that is a tremendous win, because you get on there and you know, you're one of 300, but you got a friend there.
Yep.
I've also gone down 3 days in a row now. I've gotten
The
out,
way,
down.
y'all, they call on Betty. They know Betty. They go, Betty, what's going on? How'd you do from last week? They know Betty.
They do. Oh, I didn't think they even know me. Oh well.
They know you. They know you.
Well, anyways, but I've been doing my gardening, so I've been getting down the stairs and walking across with 2 canes. I can go across the yard, and I've been working on that an hour, 45 minutes to an hour every morning, and then I get back up the stairs, and so that part's good. And today, the wind call, he challenged us to do element 6, and so I got off there and I thought, well, I think I'll do it. And I went and I did it. So when Dr. Michelle calls this afternoon, I I have all this, and I have my element book all filled out and stuff. And it was nice to fill in from what I did. It was 2023. And so I'm filling in and to see some differences. Yes, there's a lot of differences, but no, maybe not as much as I like, but you know where to refocus again and do that. So,
Mhm.
and one thing that you and I did that one time when we set a time at 8:30 to quit eating,
Yeah.
and that has worked for me. I have not, from 8:30 to 4:30 in the morning, nothing. And I've done that every time. And when I do think, I wonder what, and it's like, you don't eat it this time. Oh, okay, I don't. And I toddle out. I can't do that any other time during the day. But once it's after 8:30 at night, it's like, you don't eat after now. You don't eat now. Oh, okay. And I just,
Yep,
Betty,
that's
I
your
don't play
your
the,
your curfew.
Betty
yes,
has
Food
yeah,
curfew.
it is. It's my
food
curfew. It is. And she and I set it up, and it's like, okay. And I don't, in fact, the other day I was sewing and I looked up and I have my last fueling at 7:30 at night, 7:30 to 8 right in there. And I was sewing and I looked up and it was 9:30 and it's like, oh, I don't get my last fueling. But I didn't. I went in and said, I'll see you tomorrow. And then I closed the refrigerator door. So that's a biggie for me. Betty does not miss her fuelings, crunchies, anything. She does.
Wow. My mind is blown right now. Betty, my curfew, I'm a rebel against my curfew. I struggle between 8 and 8:30 every night. I am a rebel. I'm like, because I want my curfew to be 8. And my rebel is like, no, I'm eating until 8:30. And I'm like, I just I gotta go to bat like he said, I gotta go to battle with this thing. Like, I love when he said that, go to battle with it. I was like,
Yes.
that's what I need to do. Like, go to battle with
Yes.
that.
Maybe you just need to make peace with it.
And nail, yeah, make peace. I need to, here's what I need to do, right? This is
Yeah.
what I need to do, because every time I do those points, I'm yawning and I'm shifting and but why? Because my brain doesn't want me to do this. It wants to go and eat one more thing.
So you get to reset your curfew.
Yeah.
Your
Right?
curfew reset.
Yeah. Or you could
Reset and
say,
reboot.
what could you allow yourself a cup of tea? So I want something. It's 8 o'clock. It's time for tea. It's tea time. Put the finger in the air. It's tea time. And have a
Betty,
cup. Can you do that?
that's a great idea. I used to do that.
Yeah, do that. Do that.
I tricked my hubby into drinking curcumin tea a few nights, and he's like, "That was kind of nice,"
Yeah.
but no sugar in it or nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I used to do Dandy Blend right after because it was thicker and chewier and it was, it felt like it was coffee. And oh, Betty, bless your ever loving heart. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're
So
welcome.
Kate and Roxy haven't shared yet. Roxy, go girl.
Yeah, I remember a few things from the Monday night. One was the same. Like I see myself, my best version of myself, with a sword fighting and close to the refrigerator, telling me, "Don't open today because they need."
Not today, Satan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, I mean, I just went to the gym on Monday. That's a win for me because I haven't been to the gym in a while, and because I like to be outside, but then the mosquitoes also love me, so I decided that maybe I just still go back. And so, but I said, well, now I have to go early. That's another challenge for me. I mean, it's easy for me go anytime, but now it's like, okay, early for making sure like I have to go. So today is my third day, and so on Monday they give me this how this called it, like the body test, like they
Oh,
were
yeah.
saying.
Oh, you got the body comp done.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So yeah, it really hurt a little. That's what I said. Okay, I have to.
It hurt a little.
Yeah, so they told me I have too much water on me, but I think it's probably because I was retaining. I'm still retaining water, and my hands and my feet are in pain a little bit today because it's not so hot. But he told me, well, it's better to have a little extra water than don't have. The most of
Yeah.
the people don't have
Yeah,
enough water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
better than not enough. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yesterday was pain the whole day.
Mm.
But I worked last night with Dr. Sharon, and she told me you have to drink more water. It's like, oh. So today I'm better. So I did a little extra water. So I'm better, but he told me, I have 10 pounds, 11 pounds extra, and I need a little bit of muscle. And so I said, okay, it's good to know these numbers. I mean, even though there's so many, but this gave me an idea. My body total in body score is 83. So I don't know if it's he said it's okay, but I just need to pay attention to. He told me don't worry about the pounds, but just you have to really make more muscle.
Uh-huh. Yeah. 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 That was the week before last, the body composition stuff. It is very scary, but very it's good to know, right, Roxy?
Yeah, and also the week before I get my regular annual exam, and it was everything okay. So I was like, okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that's my big wins, and because I'm getting up early, I mean, I had to go to the bed early. That's kind of little hard for me still, but I'm doing it.
You're gonna nail it, Roxy. Nail it.
Nailed it.
And also,
Nailed it.
yeah, little note that I got from the Monday night is like, don't be in autopilot for food. You can do it for other things like driving or taking a shower or even exercising, but no for food. So and okay.
Mhm.
So that's my most of my points for today.
Be present to the food when you're eating it. That's hard for me. Anybody else? Just being
Yes.
mindful of what you're eating.
And the
When-
color, he said to look at the color. I mean, I never think about that. I don't know.
The beauty of the food.
Mhm.
It's true. Be mindful eating. Don't autopilot and food should not go together, but they do. My husband, anybody else do this, but he is voracious. He just sucks it down, and I'm just like, that's disgusting. He doesn't even taste it, right? So being more mindful. Thanks, Roxy. We appreciate your challenge because it's gotten us back. Our nose is back in the book. So thank you.
Yes.
Kathy and Jane Ann, I know you're off, but do you guys want to say anything, or can you, or do you want to share? If you're off camera because you don't want to talk, that's fine too. But I just want to allow you some space to do that. So let me know if you can come off mute or not. If not, or just when you get yourself off mute, let us know. Carrie, what you got for us down there in Ecuador?
Yes.
What's going on? What? Oh,
Wait,
Kathy's off. Kathy, what you
just opened
got?
her mic. Go ahead, Kathy.
Well, I feel like a real newbie against all these people. They've got such great wins and they're really into the program, which excites me. I'm
She's
not
end of
quite
month one, y'all. End of month one. And how old are you, Kathy?
79,
Woo-woo.
almost getting there at 80, one more year.
Yep.
I wasn't going to care about the scale as much as getting healthy.
Yeah.
But I find that it's intriguing. My scale is right there, tempting me, and I really thought I'd probably gained weight. You know how you feel your body. Oh, I've not done good. So I got on it last night. I thought, I'll take it, whatever it is, and I was down some pounds again. So that was
Good.
really exciting to me
Shocking.
because
Shocking.
I'm not refined with the program at all.
No.
No.
No. But look at how much better you are already.
Yes. So that gives me the clue that if I really learn how to do it for sure and
Mm-hmm.
do the mental part of it all and get by those crashes, that I should keep on going down.
Yes, you will. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
most importantly, when I met her, I was thinking she was going to die in a diabetic coma, you guys. Yeah.
Me too. It was very serious.
Yeah. It
Oh,
was not good. And we randomly talked in a parking lot and divine intervention, who knows what happened there, but it was just so random. And
Mm.
I
it was,
had a serious illness with Ozempic. I
Mhm.
did not feel good all the while I was taking it, but I just kept taking it. And I had a very serious side effect that they talk about. And I was really scared. And
Mhm.
so I got off of Ozempic. And of course, it changed my pattern of eating. I wasn't eating. And then all I wanted to do was eat. And I'm diabetic. I wanted to eat all the sweets. So my pounds in a short time went up like 10 pounds.
Very fast.
And
yeah.
that's when I met Michelle, and I said, I am so scared. I don't know how to eat now. My body's changed. And I was just really in a serious state. So this is a very welcoming um, plan. And I feel like it will work for me, other than all the other ones that haven't.
Yeah, you guys, it was, and this is, Kathy, thank you for sharing that story because this is what's happening to people post medication a lot of times is that their metabolism is so wacky. They just can't even control it. It's like a spaceship and it's just shooting up and you're out of control, right?
Oh, yeah, I was.
And for a diabetic, that's bad all day long. I almost called her daughter and said, "Listen, I'm gonna bring Fuelings over to her house. She has to start eating these things. It's gonna save her life." But we got them ordered. We got her straightened away in between until she got them, and she did it. And I'm telling you, Kathy,
Yeah, you saved me.
but I want to just tell you this story because this is happening to people right now. Like lots
Because
of people.
everybody's on Ozempic and those chemicals, and they're really ruining their health.
Yeah, so you're telling that live story makes it really real. Like we have to make sure that we're talking about this with people. It's okay that they're on it, but man, they need help.
Yeah.
They need a sidecar, they need a trainer, they need us, they need a coach. They need to do it better.
Yeah.
And if we haven't watched the GLP-1 video, we need to watch it over and over so that
Yes.
we're aware what's around us. Because now we know, so we're responsible to share. It's kind of like, you got to share the good news. Like listen, there's help, right?
Yeah, and I was using it for being a diabetic, and there's lots of people out there that are using it just to lose weight.
Yes, and I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to cry when I say it, but I heard of a nurse on this stuff, and she allowed her daughter, 18-year-old daughter, to be on it, because she didn't know how to. Her
No.
18-year-old. I just
Oh dear.
you just can't even. People would rather do this than learn how to eat right.
Right.
Exactly.
Well,
I
especially
can't
being a
even.
nurse, but that doesn't mean she has a nutrition background.
No, no, she was
Yeah.
a nurse, and I'm like, it was all I could do, but just smack her.
Well, I go to a diabetic center, and you know what they care about is that your A1C is low. So they'd say, "You're doing good. You don't need to come back for 4 months." But she did not know that I wasn't eating hardly at all, which is
At all.
very bad for a diabetic. I was a train wreck,
And when she
they
was
thought
eating,
it was great because my A1C was clear down.
yeah, and when she was eating, it was sugar, and what that doesn't even make any common sense. It's
Right.
not.
Yeah.
I wasn't
That's my,
healthy.
yeah, I don't understand. That's my husband, and I don't understand that because I'm going in there knowing he's not eating properly. And but the A1C is under 7. He's at 7, you know, 7.1 or
Mhm.
6.9.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, how can that be? How can that be?
Your health is not based on their numbers.
No.
And like Yvonne was saying, she was started weaning herself off of these meds. It's all about the numbers. It's all about the protocol. It's all about the standard of care, you guys. It's not about your health and well-being at all, right? Their only job is to keep you alive and breathing. And that wasn't even working for Kathy. So anyways, it's really important, you guys, just keep your eyes open and peeled and don't be afraid to say something to people because it could save their life, like Kathy randomly in the parking lot.
Good.
Crazy. So you could save a life just by speaking up. So don't be afraid.
And when I got on the fuels, Amy Michelle was afraid of my sugars and stuff, but I just like was leveling out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
It
Yeah.
wasn't up and down, up and down.
Yeah. It truly worked. And the fueling saved her life because it got her blood sugar back like this. Yeah,
Mhm.
in a very short order. And I knew they would.
And my
They're
brain is more clear.
They're life-saving little medical meals, you guys. They're medical meals. They were designed back in the day. They were MetaFast. They were designed in medical doctor labs. They're clinically sound. They were developed in a hospital setting. They are medical meals. And they saved her life.
Yep.
Truly. And it's really something. So thank you for sharing. And I really appreciate that, Kathy.
Mhm.
Let's see who else wasn't gonna, who was Jane Ann is, Jane Ann, are you on or no?
She
Karen,
just
you
went
want to
up.
share what's happening in Ecuador? Sorry,
Well, what's happening is crazy, and we probably don't have time to get into it. I'm in survival mode, but doing good. It's just a
Good.
crazy festival week. Inti Raimi. Inti is sun, Raimi is festival. And so they worship the sun god for 10 days straight. And it started at our house because the landlord's one of the main guys. And
no. Oh,
I had it, and then yesterday at 5 a.m. they do a march where they simulate when they overthrew the oppression of the indigenous people themselves, and they simulate violence at the park. And I don't know if anybody died this year, but usually someone does. But this is our first year living through it. But at 5 a.m., they were stomping outside, and I was sound asleep. My husband said I was still snoring, but I heard it and I felt it, and I've had a headache since. It felt like they were stomping on my head. The dance that they do.
Oh,
But
yeah.
that's okay, laying low and hanging out. But we went into the care center yesterday to see my father-in-law. And when you were just talking about the diabetes, it made me think of him because he is diabetic and hasn't been taking care of himself for the last, decade or whatever. Toe by toe, he's lost his left foot, and now his right foot is infected just before they traveled. So it's 2 weeks ago he got here. But of course, they're checking on him daily because he wasn't even checking himself, the blood prick or anything. And we were very surprised. My husband actually took him around town, the other day, and had the chance to get snacks, go to a store and you want anything because he's got a little kitchenette in his room. And he's like, no, I don't need it. And the little, I gave him a snack pack. It wasn't a fueling, but it was quinoa protein popper crunchers, you know, a little healthy thing. And it's still there in his room. He's only eating the meals they provide. And he met with the nutritionist, and for $1 a day, they can make him a specialized, you know, the chef will make a specialized menu for him. And he's like, yeah, I'll pay that extra. And he's like, because he's in a new setting, he's like, I like the mountains and the fresh air. And my husband goes to visit him, you know, he's never seen so much of his son in all his life. And he's got a whole new outlook on life. So just the diabetes thing and the support system and the lifestyle. Someone said it earlier, Patricia. She's like, oh, it's not really different than the way she ate before. Well, that's it. That's the key. When you make it your lifestyle,
Yes.
something worth living for,
Yes.
feel better and everything, of course you're going to keep going on it. So it's not like we're on program, but I'm taking care of my health, and I'm doing a lot of nervous system reset with stressful situation around me, and I'm doing quite well, you know, keeping
Awesome.
Good.
even
Good.
keel overall.
So you're not in crisis mode. You're actually managing
Exactly.
crisis. You're
So
managing it
I
well.
said I was in survival mode, but
Oh.
it's actually not, because I'm doing all the right things and eating at the right times and things like that. And I went to bed at like 8
How
o'clock
many
last
days
night.
left? How
Huh?
many days left? How many days left are on this? We've been praying for you guys down here. We have been praying for
Yeah,
you. For
I know
Ecuador.
Kate probably told you about it. They
Yes.
finished July 1st.
Oh,
On
that
Monday, they had
long.
the parade for the kids, and then 7 days for the men to do everything. And we went the back way to the care center, but there was so many wasted drunks. I mean, you never seen so many drunks in all your life. And then they go through Sunday, the men, and then on Monday and Tuesday, the women have their revenge on the men.
It's weird. That's so weird.
Different. I mean, there's a lot to it, of course. We just let them do their thing, but we're having all our meetings and service on Zoom this week, just to not be out in
I
the
don't
street.
blame you. I don't blame
Oh
you.
my goodness. That's weird.
Yeah,
Okay.
so this is my 4th hour in a row on Zoom this morning. I was already on with my
Oh.
friend this morning. It's like, yeah, don't go out there. We'll do a phone call. We'll do Zoom.
Well, the good news is it doesn't sound like you're in crisis at all. You're just managing. You're using your emotional resiliency
That's my
skills.
big win. It's
Yeah.
just the maintaining.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. That's what we
Yes.
can do. Sometimes that's all we can do is just make sure to keep our cool. Keep our cool.
And we had fun at the care center. We played Boggle and Uno. And we had some English speaking and some Spanish speaking, so it was fun, you know. Rojo
Oh,
Verde on the Uno game. It was fun.
The name of the game, keep your cool and don't sweat the small stuff, right?
Yeah, and it was couple of visitors came to the care center that lived literally across the street or 1 block away. You know, so
Good.
it's not like we didn't invite people to cross town. Don't go through the parade stuff.
Mhm.
But we were
Good.
safe and we were supporting each other, and it was just
Good.
nice to do something and brain activities, and it was all good.
Good. I put in there a couple, Dr. Anderson's Copenhagen YouTube video from being in Copenhagen. I haven't released that. We haven't put that out yet on email, but
45 minutes, I see.
it's really long and it's really good. And his new book is coming out, but I wanted you to have that. And then a post idea that David suggested on Monday night was, I'm committed to sharing, live out loud, share on a post. I'm committed to living a healthy lifestyle X months or years ago. I'm learning to love it. I used to feel X and now I feel X. Thanks for all your support. And that just kind of anchors what you're doing and shouts out to people that you're the healthy person now, right? You're the healthy, you're this person, not that person. So it's a good anchoring tool. Okay. So yeah, if you want to snag that Copenhagen, I'll try to send it out on email too, but it's really good. So all right, any takeaways from today? You guys want to contribute to each other? Say what you got out of today before we go.
Oh,
Thanks for
I have so many things I've jotted down. They're wonderful. Wonderful.
Good.
Do you remember what the one was, Roxy, that you wanted to It was something, a phrase somebody used, and she's like, what was it they said? And I think, yeah.
Oh, the
let's do it.
innocent bystander. Don't be the innocent
Yeah.
bystander.
Yeah,
I've
that
got, don't, yeah, what was it?
yeah,
Don't
they,
be an innocent bystander to your own, I didn't get the last word.
Demise.
To your
Demise.
own, at your own demise.
yeah,
Was
Of,
that it?
of your own demise.
Yeah, entonces no seas observador de su propia destrucción.
oh, okay. Gracias.
Don't be the innocent bystander of your own demise. I think that was it.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
from Monday.
Mhm. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. I missed that one.
That was a
So,
good one.
I'll put the Copenhagen in the group chat too. Thanks for letting me take the screenshot, and I look forward to next week. We'll just do a little Brady Bunch on live and just say what we get out of this little. Remember the Brady Bunch boxes? Anyway.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, good. Good. And we'll have more stuff about the 28-day challenge as the leaderboard gets ironed out, and if there's any cash winners and whoever else won in our group. And last but not least, Mary sent a picture. She's on a bike ride with her husband
Oh, Mary.
Wonderful.
in Decorah, Iowa, my favorite part of Iowa, Northeast Iowa. So yay. Okay. Love you guys. I gotta run, but have a wonderful day. I can leave you on if you want to talk. I just have to go.
I gotta go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love
Bye-bye.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay.
Thank you all. Yes.